What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I am back here with another MLB 16 The Show Baltimore Orioles franchise, and today is game number 2 between the Orioles and Dodgers. Dodgers took game 1 by the final score of 4-2. Clayton Kershaw pitched amazing. 8 innings pitched, 10 Ks. Kevin Gausman went 8 2/3. Gave up a lot of his runs in early on in the game, but other than that, had an excellent start, and it just wasn't enough to come out with a win. But you see, take a look at the pitching matchup for Game 2. You have Chris Tillman versus Scott Kazmir. Both pitchers have an under 2.77 ERA. You see Kazmir at a 2.45 and Tillman with a 2.77. Take a look at the Dodgers starting lineup. As obviously Adrian Gonzalez had a good game last game. So did Andre Ethier and Kike Hernandez. As we're going to try and focus on those guys just a little bit more than usual. But you see Corey Seager at the plate here with Yasiel Puig on second. And Corey Seager is going to hit that one on the streets, as that one is gone. And that gives the Dodgers an early 2-0 advantage, as Chris Tillman just gave up a beach ball right there. Take a look at the Baltimore Orioles starting lineup. You got Chris Davis. You got Manny Machado doing pretty well now. He's kind of gotten out of his slump that he had in the ALDS, and he's hitting really well now lately. You see Mark Trumbo finally getting in the act. He has been struggling lately. We decided to play him at first base today to see if we can get him out of his slump, but it looks like it's worked. And we can give Chris Davis just a little rest on the field because, you know, he's your everyday first baseman, but we also want him to take days off on the field because he has been struggling on the field just a little bit. But it does narrow the gap down to 1, 2-1 with that home run from Trumbo, and I like what I saw on that hit. So, I mean, Trumbo, tell them what you're seeing. Right there, Machado hitting this one down the line at third, base hit, but this is going to get a little weird here. You see that one's overthrown at Kendrick at second, and that one's going to go into the right field corners as Yasiel Puig has ended up getting that play. It goes from left field to right field. Now Machado's on third and with nobody away. So Kazmir with 91 pitches right there on that ball four. 5 innings pitched, 91 pitches. Now up to 97 here facing Wieters. And Wieters gets a beeline grounder. And everybody's safe because Howie Kendrick could not reel that one in, and Machado scores. So it's now 2-1, and now Scott Kazmir, who's only thrown 5 innings and only 98 pitches, is gone. So we made him work today. As you see, Hyung-Soo Kim gets Chris Davis to come across the score, so now it's 3-2. So I like what I saw from Hyung-Soo Kim's at bat right there. Takes it opposite field, and we got ourselves a lead. Later on, in a spot Michael Gibbons is, but he gets Adrian Gonzalez looking on a slider. And now going to the bottom of the 8th, Chris Davis at the plate. He has had a somewhat okay day. He has reached base, but he hasn't had a hit until now. And Chris Davis says, that one is gone. As that is a home run to extend the lead to 2. It's now doubling them up at 4-2. And all we need to do now is have Zach Britton come in and close the deal up. And you know how he's been very reliable this year. He 53 saves, the best closer in baseball. We got old reliable out there. I have no doubt in my mind that we can actually get this job done and try and tie this series up before heading to LA. Now we got Howie Kendrick here at the plate with a runner on first, and we'll see what he could do here with a full count. The runner's going to take off, and the pitch from Britton is going to be taken into shallow to medium left. And Adam Jones is right there to seal it up as the Orioles take Game 2 of the World Series, going to Chavez Ravine for Game 3, 4, and 5. And those should be excellent games as well. We are going from a hitter's ballpark to a pitcher's ballpark, and that is something that the Orioles just are not used to be completely honest. Hopefully we don't have to deal too much with Kershaw. We know how much damage he did to us in Game 1, and having him home in LA could be disastrous. So we got to be really careful for Game 3 because we have Yobaldo Jimenez on for Game 3, Giovanni Gallardo for Game 4, and we might use Miguel Gonzalez for Game 5 just to give Kevin Gausman up for Game 6, and we might use Giovanni Gallardo for Game 7 if it comes to that. But it has been a spectacular series so far. Both the games ended up 4-2. This time we ended up taking the win this time. Series tied at 1. And Chris Tillman, outside of that first inning, he pitched spectacular. 7 innings pitched, 5 Ks. You know, you couldn't ask for a better performance tonight. Just your average run-of-the-mill start for Chris Tillman. He has been excellent this postseason. And tonight he showed why he could be your World Series MVP outside of Giovanni Gallardo. He's been really good. The whole pitching staff has been pretty good this postseason. And, you know, it's just because, you know, I guess we're getting hot at the right time. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like. And if you're new to this channel at all, hit that subscribe button down below. But until next time, my name is Sin with Vengeance. You guys have been amazing as always. And I am out. Peace.